And I'm live. Happy Saturday, everybody. It's a great day here in Georgia. I got to spend some time working on the fleet, and one of the viewers had generously asked, hey, would do a quick detour or walk around on the E46? So I'll do that. Before I get into that, I'll give you a quick little thing of what I worked on today, because no one really cares about this. My wife doesn't really hearing about it, and you're a car enthusiast, that's why you're watching this channel. So I did a road trip with the, here we go, on the F85 the other day. I went to Florida, which is about 4 hours one way. So the truck is dirty. I got some nice bug splatter here. Thank God for the Expel Clear Bra. But cleaned the wheels, and I killed my power washer today. So the wheels, I used, what did I use? I used the Sonax Full Effect. Then I power washed it. And that took pretty much everything off. And then I used a 4-finger mitt from Griot's and got the remaining things in there with some brushes. And then Sonax has, I'll grab it real quick. Sonax has this product spray and seal, and it actually works pretty well. You just spray it on, you let it sit for like a second, and you literally just spray it right off, and the water starts beating on it. So it's a little bit of a seal and a little wax for the wheels there. So I cleaned that. That's really done. And then, because who likes dirty tips? I don't. I use some flints to polish the exhaust tips a little bit. And then, because what happens is when I go to clean the car for real, it'll be easier because those little detailed spots are done. And then I did a track day with the E39, and I had so much. You could see I kind of killed the tires a little bit. They kind of melted a bit. I had a lot of tar and rubber stuck in the wheels. Clean those up real quick, and that's it. Oh, and I polished the tips on the exhaust there. All right, so E46. Quick story about this. This is kind of my baby. I've always wanted an E46 M3. My first BMW was an E46 330 CI, topaz blue, automatic. I was going back and forth between a 6-speed and an automatic, or 5-speed rather, automatic, and I didn't make the jump, so I went to automatic. I lamed out. And then 11 months later, the car got totaled. I ran over a U-joint in the middle of the road, and it cracked the transmission mounts, punctured the floor in a couple spots, and they totaled the car. Thankfully, no one was hurt. And I had an opportunity because a few months after I bought the car, the ZHP came out. So my second car was a sparkling graphite metallic. Her name was Helen. No, Helen was the first car. Alexa was the second car. So sparkling graphite outside, natural brown interior, 6-speed. And I love that car. And then I moved to California. I got my girlfriend at the time, now my wife, a E90 Montego Blau 328i. And I've always wanted an E46, but never was able to get one. And then I got a M4 Z Coupe. And then a year later, this car came up for sale. This was in California at the time. So this is Gwen. Gwen was built in September. Get some better angles here. She was built in September of 05. It's a model year 06. It's Interlagos blue. What else can I tell you about it? The car has currently, let's see how she's got in there. The car's got 54,000 miles in the car. I got her at 19,000. I remember driving home and thinking to myself how lucky I was to have this car, because I had been lusting after it for so long, and very, very grateful. Bought the car used, did not have a CPO, and the car was in really good shape. It was a lease turn-in. The guy, I think it was a guy that had it before me, took really good care of the car. Since I've had it, I've always taken care of it. Don't really get a chance to drive it very often. That's why, that was how long ago now? I got the car in 09. So it's 11 years ago. Yeah, I have the car for 11 years, and I've put 30,000 miles on it. I've done some work to the car. I intend to keep the car stock-ish or stock plus-ish. And so that includes, one of the biggest things that I got, I was one of the early ones to actually film an installation video on the CSL Airbox. This is a Randy Major Airbox. That was quite a cluster fudge to get the box done. Randy is a talented carbon fiber technician, terrible business owner, and it took almost a year to get the box done. I ran a group buy for it, and it sucked. So the box is great. Love the box. Was able to even get the sticker under the clear coat. Now you can't really get those things, and it kind of detracts from it. But I did the installation myself, and then I was able. And then it took me a while to get these flaps. This is a functioning flap. The wiring work was done at, where was that done? That was done with FTS, Frank Tech Solutions. Where the hell is that? Maryland. TFS. Sorry for blanking out. And Kyle, I think at the time, helped me do the wiring. We got the functional flap. So this is a Vorsteiner CSL Bumper with a functional intake elbow that feeds into the bottom portion of the of this. This actually feeds the main air in there, but this remains closed during low RPMs, and then after like 6,000 RPMs or so, this actually fully opens up, unless you're in sport mode, and then it's open all the time. And then underneath this main part, there's a small little oval opening where it's even hard to show you. There's a snuffleupagus tube that attaches right next to here, and that feeds air into the airbox under normal circumstances, normal load circumstances. The car also has cams. I think they're 288 maybe, I don't remember. I did the cams, and I messed up at the end. I did everything. I did everything. I even did the cam bolts. So the cam bolts on these, they tend to back out. The cam bolts, retimed the timing, and the timing was actually off by like barely a little bit. It was within normal parameters. I got it all back together, but I somehow screwed up royally the valve adjustment, because you're supposed to readjust the valves, and I was way off. There was a lot of space. I don't even know how I did that, whatever. But luckily, DeVoe, I think his screen name is, from M3 Forums, he came out to Maryland and helped me out. And the engine bay is a little dirty. Normally I keep it like a lot cleaner, but I haven't gotten to it yet, so don't judge me too hard. So anyway, yeah, this car is my baby. I have, we'll talk about some other things I've done to it. So these wheels, these are, who's watching, by the way? If you are watching, give me say something, say hi. Welcome. These are genuine CSL fronts and also CSL rears, but the rears are the same as the ZCP, the competition pack wheels. So those are the same, but I got new wheels and I sold my wheels to a 4-member because I wanted them to be in really, really good shape. And the difference is these are ½ inch wider in the front than they are the ZCP wheels, the competition package wheels. I've always wanted wheels, or sorry, I've always wanted multi-piston brake kit, and I kind of really liked what AP Racing did with their Radical kit. This is a 6-piston rotor, caliper rather, and their J-hook rotor, and it is massive. Here's my hand for reference. It fills the wheel well, and the tire combination extraordinarily well, and they're lighter than stock. So I've got those on there, very happy with those. I also have a matching rear set. I was struggling on paint color options, to be honest. There is black and red. Those are the two choices. And then you can customize the paints after that. I felt like red tied into the motorsport. The M color is a bit more blue, purple, red, right? And that's it. When I got the car had black leather interior. Oh, here's a funny observation. So I've always opened the handle like this, right? Kind of like looping in, it kind of makes sense, but the handle's actually angled upward. And I watched someone in the Netherlands on an M2 CS open the door, and it almost makes a little bit more sense to open it this way. This is just kind of silly talk, but whatever. All right, so interior-wise, the car, hold on, open that up. The car originally had black Napa leather, because this had the premium package, but I'm a big Alcantara fan. Love, 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 love. If you've watched my other videos, you see me talking about cleaning the steering wheel and other crap. Love it. And there was a car for sale out of Greensboro, North Carolina. I was living in New Jersey at the time, and it's a manual set. I called the owner of the dealership there, and I asked him if I could, pay to swap the seats. So $2,500 later, drove the car down there in a day, overnight, got my car. I did an article for Rondell actually on it years ago. And I love these seats. I love Alcantara, and I love, this is called M Texture 2. The option code is F2AT if you really are a nerd. And it's considered a priority 1 option. Priority 1 means only a customer ordered car can have these options on there. So a lot of times on build sheets or the order guides, you'll see priority 1 next to it, meaning the dealer can't stock their inventory with it. A customer has to order it. So back in the day, Kiwi interior was a green interior. That was a priority 1 option. You don't really see them very often, but I feel like Kiwi in Interlagos blue would look awesome. Give me a thumbs up if you agree with me or disagree. So interior, yeah, what else did I do? I just swapped, oh, here comes my betrothed. Hey, doing a video.
Okay.
Get the kids?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Brian, come by.
All right, great. So a couple little bits we did, or I did. The stock competition package comes with a leather e-brake boot and an Alcantara handbrake handle. In the ZHP for the non-M cars, they had an Alcantara boot. So I got one of these to match. I had one that had this funky M stitching on there, but the colors didn't match because they didn't really use Alcantara. So I just got this used. I cleaned it up with some Sonax. Came out great. Next is to replace this back with either stock leather or just a genuine non-tri-stitch one because it doesn't really match the car very well. What else to share? Okay, and I've replaced a lot of little bits along the way. The car has aged really well just because I took care of it. I did replace the shorty cub hole thing. I did order a new one from ECS, a new console, because this is getting a little scratched up, and the top of the sunglass holder is getting scratched up. So I ordered a new one of those too. That's coming in. And as far as goodies in the back go, this is kind of fun to walk through. Let's show you this. So my rear subframe, I'm pretty sure, is cracked. That's not really the subframe. It's the rear ACP, whatever it's called. The floor, because it bangs on upshifts or even downshifts. So I'm one of those scope creep while you're in there, guys. And I think I shot a video previously of kind of going through some of the suspension bits and earlier. So this is on its way going to Synchro Design Works down here in Atlanta. This is a CSL mid pipe to go with the CSL exhaust. The whole exhaust is about 13 pounds lighter than standard, and it should be a little more raspier because the walls are thinner, allegedly. And I'm a big fan of the rasp. Rasp is the sound that comes out of the engine because the header walls are really thin, and there's this raspy, metallic-y tone that comes out of it, and I absolutely love it. Oh, I should have pointed to this other thing. To fix the RACP or the subfloor problem, in that box is a subframe, like an engineering kit from, I'm gonna forget them again, CMP. They've got this engineered solution that goes on top and underneath the subframe. Let's see if I can get a picture of it. There we go. There's the instruction manual. So they're gonna cut out a piece of the floor underneath here, and they put this reinforcement bar, this extension kit in here. It involves cutting and welding. I'm not doing that. I'm gonna have someone that knows how to do that. So I've got that, then a reinforcement plate that goes underneath the floor of the subframe itself. And then this top side beam helps to tie this all together on top and never make this a problem again. So that's kind of fun. Got some shocks, shockingly. And that's it. That's the car. So again, this is my baby. Her name is Gwen, and she's been a good car. And I even to this the newer cars today, they don't have the same, I don't know, emotional attraction that this car does. I feel like this is a timeless design, and it's a striking color, and I get a lot of good thumbs up and looks from those enthusiasts that know what they're looking at. I do notice that a lot of the more newer buyers today that have the newer models, it's really unfortunate that there isn't much of an appreciation. There's like no longer a case of respect your elders. Sort of thing, which kind of sucks because, I don't know, you buy one of these cars, hopefully you're not buying it just for a badge. At least I'm not. I really appreciate the work that goes into there, the engineering that goes behind it, the driving dynamics, and obviously the looks. That's why I've got a garage full of these things. So that's it. Leave any comments. Let me know what else I could show you next time. Oh, here, I'll just tie this in real quick. So you saw the interior of that. I have matching interiors. I'm so happy about this. This is a story for another day. All right, let's switch the camera around. You can see my sweaty face. And that's it. Thank you for watching. Hi, I think you just joined. Welcome. Happy Saturday. And let me know what else you want to do a car tour of. I've got a Long Beach Blue with Argon interior F85 X5M. I have the E39 Dyna S2 right there, what I could talk about next time. keep it short, 15 minutes. Everybody enjoy your day. Leave a comment, subscribe, like, all that fun stuff so I can make more videos because I like sharing this stuff, especially getting all lonely with this COVID world that we live in. All right, see you later. Where is the exit?